always tell them about Judgment Day and me being this world leader. That'll be all she wrote.
Torque range, please.
Can one idiot beat the waxy Blu-ray? I have made a terrible decision. I'm going to take my Terminator 2 scan and try to make my own remaster. Not because I'm qualified. I am absolutely not qualified. James Cameron has underwater cameras, billion-dollar franchises, and the confidence of a man who probably argues with submarines. I have video AI, a graphics card, the kind of blind optimism that gets people killed in sci-fi movies.
Yeah, big guy on a bike. Does that got something to do with this?
No. I wouldn't worry about him.
But after seeing what happened to some official Cameron restorations, the waxy faces, the scrubbed grain, the slightly PlayStation NPC got a skincare routine look, I started wondering something dangerous. Can I make a version of Terminator 2 that keeps the film texture, but cleans it up enough to feel powerful? So that's the experiment. Can I remaster Terminator 2 without accidentally turning it into wax? First rule, do not kill the grain. That's the trap. The minute you open restoration software, there's a little demon on your shoulder whispering, make it cleaner. Remove the noise, sharpen the face, smooth the skin, make it crispy. That demon is how you end up creating the exact thing you were complaining about, because the grain is not the enemy. Some noise is ugly, yes, compression mush is ugly. Bad scan instability can be ugly, but film grain itself is part of the image. It gives the metal texture, the shadows movement. If I remove too much of it, I don't restore Terminator 2, I sterilize it. And Terminator 2 should not look sterile. It should look like the future. So the first step is separating damage from texture. That sounds fancy, it's basically asking what is ugly because the scan rip is damaged. The texture of film stock, the grain moving in the shadows, that stays. That's the whole point. Topaz is where this gets dangerous, because Topaz can do amazing things. It can upscale, denoise, restore, sharpen, stabilize. It can also absolutely cook a face until it looks like Arnold has been rendered by a robot. So the goal is not to AI enhance Terminator 2 into fake modern 4K. The goal is to help the scan breathe. I want to reduce the ugly digital mush, recover a little perceived detail, but I do not want the film to start looking like an AI has guessed what a human face should be. That's the line. If skin starts looking waxy, I stop. If edges start glowing, stop. If Arnold starts looking like a Fortnite skin, stop immediately. The ideal result is boring. That's the annoying truth. Good restorations should make you say, wait, did anything happen? Then you compare it to the original and realize, oh, it's cleaner, but it still feels like film. That's the target. After the cleanup, the real work is color. And I probably failed here. But this is just a crazy experiment because Terminator 2 lives in color. That specific Cameron look where every night scene feels like the future has started leaking into the streetlights. If the colour is wrong, the remaster is wrong. You can have all the resolution in the world, but if the blue lighting is dead, if the fire doesn't glow, if the metal doesn't feel cold, if skin tones look like everyone has been lightly marinated in HDR, the movie loses its body.
Holy shit. You're really real. I mean, you're like a machine underneath, right? But sort of alive outside?
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
So this is where DaVinci Resolve comes in. The trick is preserving the scan's personality while shaping it. Lift the image too much, you ruin the shadows. This is less restoration and more trying to anger the machine god. So what would actually count as better? Not sharper, not cleaner, not more modern. Better means more Terminator 2. The grain should still move. If I can make the scan easier to watch without killing what makes it feel like film, that's a win. If I end up with Arnold looking like a wax museum exhibit that joined a police chase, I have failed. And I will deserve the comments, because this is the danger of restoration. Every choice is a trade. Clean too little and the scan looks rough. Clean too much, the film loses its soul. The sweet spot is somewhere in the middle, because software sliders do not have a button labeled "Make it look like cinema." The reason I want to try this is not because I think I can outdo professional restoration teams. I can't. The reason is because doing it myself forces me to understand the problem. It's easy to complain that a 4K restoration looks waxy. It's harder to sit with the image and decide what you would actually do differently. What do you remove, preserve, enhance, or leave alone? That's the real lesson. Restoration is not just technology, it's taste. And taste is dangerous because every time you improve an image, you risk pushing it further from what made it work. So can I make my own Terminator 2 remaster better than Blu-ray? Probably not. But can I make something that feels closer to what I want from Terminator 2? Maybe. A version that keeps the film texture, keeps the weight. That's the mission. This is not a professional restoration. This is one idiot, one scan, too much software, and a dangerous belief that maybe the machine can be saved. If this works, brilliant. If it doesn't, I would have created the very monster I was trying to destroy. Which is honestly very Terminator 2.